Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. We're going to do your weekly update for the week of March 23rd, 2020. What a shit show of a week, huh? I know we're feeling it nationwide, countrywide, international. Time to see where our tribe is at, right? Let's take a few peeks here and see what is going on for Pisces. Pisces Rising, that's me. So this is for me as well. I'll have to go back and look at it and see what pops up. Just know that this week we are going to have cards that are going to pop up that are very drastic. However, they're not going to pertain to each individual sign because it's a global sensation. So Hermit, Death, and Hangman are all going to be present. You will see, I promise. So here's what's true. A lot of us are in some isolation. A lot of us are feeling the Hermit. A lot of us are in a waiting place, right? So that I'm going to talk about. However, let's take a look and see. So the Chariot card, the Fate card. This is you here, Eight of Swords. This is a feeling of overwhelm. And what is going on with this is just so, this is what I call the batting cage. This is where hits keep coming, left, right, front, center, and you can't even take your eye off the ball for a single moment before the next little thing comes your way. So this is that sensation of like, holy shit, right? Seven of Wands, juggling a bunch of different things. The King of Wands, you know, this has to do with victory. However, it also has to do with the battle is not quite over. Some of you are moving. Seven of Wands, Seven of Coins. We have the Hierophant, which is education. I do love Hermit. I haven't left the home and I love it. So we do have the Tension card, the card that references you having the needle on the nose and a fistful of blades. This is where you feel like any direction that you go, you're going to get cut. And what that means is any decision that you make, any move that you make, any external, thing that's coming your way totally feels as if, you're going to damage something, someone, or yourself. The Five of Cups is present. So Pisces, if you're anything like me, which I'm a Pisces rising, the Five of Cups is all about having that healthy suspicion. It's having a good pragmatism for external events. It's making sure that people aren't just talking out the side of their face. It's the Five of Cups is what's really going on and doing some investigation. It's like, don't make promises you can't keep. I really want to know the data, the details, and show me. It's not even about like, tell me. It's no stories. It's show me. Four of Wands came up for Aquarius as well. And when I talk about the Four of Wands, that's all about your foundation. So if you have the Tower card, which 90% of us are going to see the Tower card show up in our readings, that's the foundation shaking. That's you feeling as if, whoa, holy shit, what's really standing? Because some of us didn't really know how strong we were or where our strengths and weaknesses are until this came along. It's like a hurricane or a tornado. Where do you go? You go in the tub, you go under the foundation, under a desk, you go where the things are strong. And right now you're going to start finding where your strengths are and how well you've actually done. Nine of Cups is celebration. I don't know about Pisces, but some of us really do love having this isolation and not being bothered. But if you notice, as expected, you do have the Tower card. Six of Coins is how do I bring money into the 3D? And when you have the Six of Coins, it's got the Libra scale, like we're balancing our finances. And bottom of it is mushrooms. That's fantasy, trying to find out like how much of this is bullshit and how much of it is real. However, Pisces, please pay attention to what's coming up next for you because the Fool card is in play. Now the Fool card is all about crossroads and opportunity, dually, okay? What I mean by that is that the Fool card is about choices. When you're sitting at the crossroads, it's literally like the Wizard of Oz. Here comes Dorothy, and are you going on the yellow brick road to go find this Oz or not? Are you going to stay where you're at? Are you going to make some moves, make some changes? The Fool card is also about opportunity. It's about seeing things present themselves that you never thought of before, or it's some zero. There's a lot to add to zero, right? So we do have the Tower card, and as I was mentioning before, that's all about your foundation shaking. And if you look at this bad boy, the lightning and the storm and the water and the energy and the dragon, it's like literally taking this structure down. So you're going to find the rock bed underneath. I promise you. Don't think that there is always rock bottom, because sometimes rock bottom, that dark pit that you go down, isn't always rock bottom. Sometimes it'll show itself as a trampoline and launching you into something new and something better. Personally, I love how, Americans, or my community, I should say, I can't speak for the whole country, but if you do look around you, you'll see that people are coming up with ingenious ways to accommodate this shift, this change. So here's what's true. As a people, we're starting to have this ascension. We're starting to look at what's real, what's important. And as we're looking at all of this, we're starting to recognize what's true, what's not, what's important, what's not. Our relationships are what's most important. We're going to start leaning on those people in our life that are that have the most strength to offer, right? And are you that person, or are you needing to leave? You're going to find out a lot about the people surrounding you right now, and as you're I was just listening to Sun Soul Astrology talking about, self-isolation and enabling the habits that keep you in the matrix. But you have the Tower card here, and that's all about you having, that foundation rocked, right? And so T. Marie over here is saying, don't get played as the fool for an opportunity, though. Just watch yourself, but go for it. And here's what's true. There are going to be a lot of these companies that are, work from home, multi-level marketing, pyramid structures that people are going to start saying, I told you so. However, be careful. Those come with an investment. Those come with, a time. You can't build those on an overnight. So just exercise a little caution and pay attention to details, because with the Five of Cups, that's definitely telling us that Pisces and Aquarius both were having this suspicion, this scrutiny, this paying attention to the small print, so to speak. So let's move forward and play with a Pisces moon. And that's for those of us that are a Pisces moon, how you think and how you feel, what your relationships look like, okay? Book your one-on-one. It's been extremely busy on this end. If you want to get an appointment in, I'd recommend you get at it now, karmaondeck.com. If you're new, like, subscribe, share, and hang out with me. Let's take a look at Pisces Rising. Pisces Moon. Ace of Pentacles. Here's what's interesting. Ace of Pentacles showed up in the Aquarius reading as well. Now, the Ace of Pentacles references new beginnings. So it often references finances as well, because it is coins. Queen of Swords, that's my bitch card. We all know when we play that card. So emotionally, Pisces might be a little bit of the, right? The Ten of Cups. Pisces has a tendency to not want people to know their business. Has a tendency to make it look good. We want to make sure that we have the perfect picture. We don't want to be seen with our sweatpants, no bra, and our makeup not done, right? We do have the Ace of Cups. So Pisces is definitely finding out that there is love present in our life, that we do have support. Five of Swords, there's the Tower card again. So here's the thing. Eight of Pentacles is showing up for us. So is the Fool card. Pisces for the win. I'm going to say keep your eyes open for opportunities, because some of us are going to have an abundance of opportunity that's coming up. Pisces, we're emotional, right? I mean, definitely losing a little bit of hope. You have right here with the Five of Pentacles. So some of us, the Five of Pentacles is showing up, and what's happening with that is this one's in front of the church crying, and this one's walking right on by it. And literally what that means is we have a lack of faith. This door is open, and we're not even walking in it right now. We don't feel like there's any value. So some of these objects or activities or things that we were doing in the past, used to bring us joy, comfort, and faith, and we're finding that we are losing a little bit of that. This is not depression. This is just a lack of faith. This might also just mean that you have a lack of faith that people are going to be there for you. It might be a lack of faith in the government. It might be a lack of faith that anyone's telling you the truth about this virus that's going around and things that are being said or told or talked about. This is lack of faith. So don't look at it as hopelessness totally, but it's definitely a little bit of Pisces falling into that. Don't go too dark with it. We do have the Sun card, which is fullness and completion, so don't sweat it too much. The only other thing I am going to say is Pisces has got an attitude right now. Pisces has the Knight of Cups. That's emotional. We have the Queen of Swords, which is being a bitch. So if you're stepping out and saying things it's not necessary, rein it in a little bit. The Eight of Cups, for some of us Pisces, what's happening is we're just walking away from certain individuals and just totally washing our hands from certain situations that don't feed our soul, okay? Repetition and redundancy. Things are repeating themselves every day. You're feeling like Groundhog Day, and you're getting a little bit like, Some Pisces are doing the, just be very careful that you don't fall into passive aggressive tendencies, because with the Five of Swords right here, that usually tells us either you or someone around you is behaving as if, the ends justify the means. Like you can get away with doing whatever you want, taking things. That's taking the toilet paper roll when you go to a hotel. That's going to a restaurant and taking the toilet paper roll. Well, since toilet paper is a big hot topic right now. But this is like doing the little, don't cut corners, pay attention to your integrity, and don't be tempted to break, common society rules and whatever. Either someone's doing that to you or you're feeling as if you might want to take some shortcuts. Don't do it. But the Six of Cups is in play. That's all about home and family, foundation, really just sticking to family. And I see you enjoying your family a little bit more. I am going to pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients. Please hang out with me for a little while. Right after this, I'm going to come back on, do a little bit of Facebook Live, and do a question and answer on here. So if you want to hang out with me for a little bit, I'll give you some entertainment just shortly after this. So let's take a look and see what Divination of the Ancients have for you. Lots. So Lots is pretty much a twin to the Fool card. Lots is come what may, the dominoes are already on the table, let's see where they fall, right? The chips may fall. So the lots are about taking a chance. So even though we talked about being careful with risky behavior and being cautious with how we spend our money and what it is we do business-wise, lots is all about taking a chance. So, or, you know, just rolling with the dice, so to speak. Thank you for hanging out with me. Catch you on the flip side. Like, subscribe, and share. Be kind to your people. I mean, we're really starting to learn what our community looks like at this point. Blessed to you, and I will see you guys next time.